Hello friends, welcome to the presentation on vision and mission statement. In this slide, I am showing you four sets of organizations: Lufthansa and Emirates, CMC Hospital and Apollo Hospital, Times of India and Hindu, HDFC Bank and Kotak Bank. So these four sets of organizations are all the same business, but they exhibit different characters in different parameters. So why is it all happening? Let us see what Peter Drucker says about the whole thing. According to Peter Drucker, a business is not defined by its name or articles of incorporation. It is defined by the business mission. Only a clear definition of mission makes possible clear and realistic business objectives. Let us see what is a mission statement and what is a vision statement. A mission statement defines the company's business, its objectives and its approach to reach those objectives. So it very clearly talks about the whole map. A vision statement, on the other hand, describes the desired future position of the company. That means basically says what exactly the organization wants to be in the future. Why a mission statement? It distinguishes one organization from other similar organizations. If you go back to the first slide, now you'll realize that why two organizations in the same business, same industry are exhibiting different characters, because they're all driven by different mission statements of their own companies. It is a declaration of organization's reason for existence. This is a very fundamental reason for the mission statement. So it explains why at all the organization is existing. It has to be backed up with specific objectives and strategies. Definitely the mission statement should be supported with the specific objectives and strategies. Then only you'll be able to achieve what you want to achieve. It reveals the long-term vision of the organization in terms of what it wants to be and whom it wants to serve. So again, it very beautifully explains finally how two organizations in the same business are going to be different, because what it wants to be and whom it wants to serve, so they are able to be showing some differentiation or uniqueness. Let us see the vision statement of one of the very popular organization called Aravind Eye Hospital by the founder Dr. Venkataswamy. It says to eliminate needless blindness by providing appropriate, compassionate and high quality eye care to all. So it's a very simple vision statement, but it's a very powerful vision statement, can be understood by the man at the bottommost level of the organization to the topmost person in the organization, can be easily remembered by the people also, because it's a very simple one. It very powerfully communicates what it wants to do. And that is how today Aravind Eye Hospital is one of the most successful community eye hospitals in the world, providing consultancy to across the world without looking into the economics of it. So that's a very this is how the vision statement is able to percolate down the organization, percolate across the organization very effectively. Let us take the same mission and vision statement of Sankara Nethralaya, another one of the internationally renowned eye hospital. Let us see their vision statement. It says, be the center of excellence in delivering total eye care for all and spreading knowledge through education and training and carrying India-centric research for alleviating visual morbidity. So it's a very loaded vision statement. It not only talks about eye care, but also talks about spreading the knowledge, training and also research. So lots of things is talking. In fact, today this organization stands for the vision statement. It is one of the internationally known research organization for eye care. If you see the mission statement of the same Sankara Nethralaya, it says to provide total eye care solution of highest standards to all sections of community through a team of competent, committed and compassionate professionals in a patient-friendly environment. So it beautifully touches upon talking about the team, talking about the type of patient they want to address and what type, how exactly the patient to be handled. All have been very beautifully encapsulated, and again it is able to really communicate to all the employees in the organization. So what is the reason for developing a vision statement? One, to ensure unanimity of purpose within the organization. So every employee in the organization should have a common purpose, and this is what it's trying to communicate. To establish organizational culture, this is a very, very important aspect of it, because this is the one which gives a uniform communication to all the people in the organization. It also helps the people also to see whether they'll be able to fit into the culture. It's a vehicle for communicating with important internal and external stakeholders. Definitely it's a communicating device. To serve as a focal point for individuals to identify with the organization's purpose and to deter those who cannot. As I mentioned earlier, people who join the organization as a fresh, it's not an issue because they'll start growing in the culture. But people who join in the different levels, so they'll be coming from different organizations, different background, carrying different culture. For those people, they may be able to take a call whether they'll fit into this organization or not. So this is able to communicate very clearly. That's what is the last point is all talking about. What are the components normally included in the mission statement? One is the customer, then the products and services. The third is the geographical territory, whether the organization would like to be a national organization or international organization. Whether they would like to give importance to technology. Technology is there everywhere, but whether you want to give thrust or not, you can communicate through the mission statement. What is their commitment to economic objectives? Are they driven by economic objectives or they are driven by some other value system? So that's what it's talking about. Then what is their beliefs, values, and the various philosophical priorities of the organization, all can be included in the mission statement. What is the organization's strengths and competitive advantages? Would you like to highlight that or you don't want to highlight? It's an organization's call. Again, what are the organization's social responsibilities? You can be explicit or you need not be. And also, what is the organization's attitude towards its employees? In fact, you have seen in one of the mission statement, they specifically mentioned about employees. In some other places, it's not so. So, we have seen a large set of components are there. Some organizations will include some of them. Some may include many of them. It all left to the individual organizations, the style. Let us take the mission statement of some of the organization to understand these components. Let us take the General Electric's vision statement. It says, to become the world's premier digital industrial company, transforming industry with specific software-defined machines and solutions that are connected, responsive, and predictive. So it's a very, very powerful, loaded vision statement. It really talks about the future. That means you're talking about the digital world. So they're obviously talking about all the connected machines. The machines should also be able to be predictive. Whole lot of things it's communicating about the future. So what is the mission statement of GE? To invent the next industrial era, to build, to move, power, and cure the world. So maybe the mission statement along with long-term objectives will be able to give a shape to the whole thing, so the employees will be able to understand better what exactly the organization is trying to communicate. Let us quickly see the mission statement of Google. Our company mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Again, a very simple mission statement, but a very powerful mission statement, can be understood by everyone in the organization. So that's what we are seeing today also, the way the Google is operating. It is really living to the expectations of the mission statement. Let us just quickly see the mission statement of Indian Oil Corporation. You can see here, it's again a very detailed mission statement. It talks about the customer delight, talks about value creation, talks about state-of-the-art technology, talks about culture of participation, etc., talks about business ethics, talks about the environment and all that. So in this particular mission statement, lot of components have been included. So each organization will be able to take their own call. So if you see the various mission statements of the organization, you will come to the conclusion. Some are elaborate, some are not elaborate. In fact, some organization may not even have a written mission statement. It will be only in the minds of the promoter. It will have its own challenges. There will be a lot of communication gaps may be there. But today more and more organizations are going for the written mission statement for better clarity, better communication, and no communication gap and all that. So hope you really enjoyed watching this presentation. Hope the presentation helps you to understand what exactly the mission statement, why an organization should develop it, how it is useful and all that. Thanks for the patient listening, and thank you once again.